Hi beaders, so this is the June box then. I know we're in July. I also have the July box to show you, but life took over a little bit and I got way behind with everything. So, but this is the June bead box from Deborah Beads. Fantastic subscription. Will subscribe I think forever and ever and ever. Just the array of beads that you get in this little box for £5 is just astounding. Blue and white selection here. Now I have been thinking about this an awful lot, what I'd like to do with it. I mean, look at these gorgeous leaf style beads, quite majestic. And I was thinking maybe putting a little dangle inside there. I've got some bugle beads, some nice big white beads, a gorgeous stone cabochon with the hole running from top to bottom, some tiger tail, some findings, some lovely big white, similar to an O bead, maybe a demi-round sort of a bead there. Some nice glass beads. These are luscious. I'm thinking these are freshwater pearls that have been coloured. So yeah, some two miracle beads, some cording, a nice heart, cabochon, some sea beads. They always speak for themselves. Pair of earrings straight off to get your inspiration going. Some nice cut glass beads. Some fire polish style beads and some chain. So, without no further ado, I will come back to you when I've made something. So I'm back then, and here are the goodies that I've made with June's bead box. I've made 11 items. And this is what I've got left. A few bits and bobs, some bugle beads, one of the, what I'm presuming is a freshwater pearl, a bigger white bead, a small white and pale bead, and then some little sea beads, and that's all I've got left. And I never get rid of anything. I put them all in a little bag and save them for future projects. So let's have a look then. So the first thing that I made was this gorgeous pendant. I'm just going to bring you in a little bit. I'll just put a bead mat over the top of the other things just so the camera will focus okay. Alright then. So everything here is out of the bead box except for the eye pin. So my own eye pin attached from the beads. The beautiful focal bead. I love this. I'm thinking it might be, I don't want to hazard a guess, it's possibly an agate, but maybe a little bit of a druzy in there as well, so I don't want to hazard a guess at that, but it's a beautiful focal bead. And then attached another bead on top, turned a loop, attached it to the cord, added the cord ends, and these are like wonderful little bead caps that you just simply tie a knot in your cord, pop it inside the culotte, and then push together. These are different culottes than the ones that I have in my stash. These are the ones that I have. Bear with me. So what you would do is feed your cord or thread through there and then tie a knot and push together. These ones are different. These are folded, and you just open them a little bit more, put your knot inside and then push them together. And the hole is in the top to add your findings. And then all I did was put another big white bead in the centre and then added a little dangle. This is quite a long necklace, but sits at tassel length, just from your breastbone down. Looks really cool on. I've checked in the mirror. Yeah, it does look nice. So there's one item. I then made these earrings. So if you remember, I showed you at the very beginning these beautiful leaf earrings. So all I did was got a eye pin, put a selection of beads from the bead box onto it, turned a loop at the top, attached a jump ring, popped the jump ring through the leaf and onto my head pin with the beads on, and put on an ear wire. And I love these. I think these look really, really cool. So that's those. I also made some, these are already made up. Well, I say made up, these are already in the bag. So all I needed to do was added a couple of seed beads, top and bottom of the Millefori bead, and attached to the ear wires. Oh, and there we have a cute pair of earrings. All done. So that's those. I made another pair of earrings, just from white and blue beads, attached onto my own ball head pin, and made myself another pair of earrings, my own ear wires. So that's 3 pairs of earrings. And another pair of earrings. So I put what I think are freshwater pearls, a seed bead, and 2 of the glass cut beads from the bead box onto one of my own head pins, which are a ball head pin. Wrap loops at the top. Can you see, guys? Bring you in. Ooh! Wrapped a couple of loops at the top. And yeah, nice cute pair of earrings. So that's earring pair number 4. And I made yet another pair of earrings. Just using the beads up now, guys. My own ball head pins, turned a loop at the top and attached them onto some ear wires. So another cute pair of earrings. Blue and white theme going on here. Just going to pull you out some. Okay, and then they were the last pair of earrings I made. A wrap bracelet. So using the tiger tail that was in the bead box, just added a crimp bead and put a crimp cover on, added a selection of beads, and this will go around my wrist twice. Added a bit of an extender cord, put another crimp bead and crimp cover on the other end, and added a one of what I think is the freshwater pearls onto the end of the extender chain, just to give it a little bit of a dangle. I'm loving the blue and white. Just randomly putting the beads on. So that was that. And then I made this using a piece of the beading wire, added a selection of beads on. For the centre I put a head pin, board head pin, one of the pearls, the heart, little a glass heart from the Bead Box bead, clear bead, wrapped a loop at the top, made sure that that was in the centre of my design. I have to take a couple of photographs and we'll pop on how I designed it. I used a design board, just so, my design board, and I've just had that in the centre, place the beads around. But I have got a couple of photographs of the design as I was building it, so I will pop those into the video. Again, crimp beads, I did a jump ring, I did the chain, split the chain in half, I did a jump ring and a lobster clasp from the Bead Box. The chain is also from the Bead Box, and this looks really nice on as well. I just added a bit of an extender chain just in case, and a heart charm on the back, on the end of the extender chain. Okay, so there's another really cute necklace. And then the last thing I made, because I got the beads over, was these little pair of tassel-y type earrings, just using a head pin for an eye pin, sorry, from my bead stash, adding on the miracle bead, a white bead, a little white and blue bead, turning the loop at the top, attaching it to the ear wire, and then just making little dangles from ball-headed head pins from my stash, a seed bead, and two, whatever these are called, I can't blinking think now what them are called, two of them with a seed bead in between, turning the loop at the top, attaching it to the bottom of the earring, and then carrying on doing a wrap loop for security, attaching to the ear wire, and then we have a lovely pair of dangly earrings. There we go. Okay, so that's it for today then. June's bead box. I'm sorry we're in July and we're very, very late, but hey, that's just the way it goes sometimes. I will quickly show you what's due next in July's bead box. So here we have all the finished items. Let me pull you out a little bit more. Bracelet, gorgeous sets. You could have this as a big set and just keep on changing the earrings because everything matches. Lovely earrings, the Millefiori glass earrings, cute little earrings, and oh, I'm all attached. You go back over there, please. There we have it. 11 pieces of jewellery, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could have sworn there was 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 pieces of jewellery. Do beg your pardon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 pieces of jewellery then, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, I can't count. So, there's June's bead box. A quick sneak peek at July's. Beautiful colours. Look at those mustards and oranges. Reminds me of a sunset. So, that's what we're going to be making next. Something out of these gorgeous sunset colours. Just in time for the end of summer, guys. Okay then, so thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you'd like to. And I hope that you find this little ideas helpful if you are beading along to Deborah's Bead Box. I will put the link to the subscription in the description bar. By subscription is Deborah Beads is a beading company that has a Bead Box subscription that is £5, and from that £5, okay, I've added a few bits of my own, as in crimp beads, eye pins, head pins, and some ear wires, but everything else for £5, and I've got 9 pieces of jewellery out of that £5. So if you're following along, or you'd like to follow along from now on, and you want to get in on the act, I will put a link to Deborah's Bead Box, Deborah Beads, and it's Deborah Bead Box, and you can find them on the internet. Okay then, guys, so I'll see you on the next one then. Cheers. Bye now. Bye.